Alright, mon micro a comme lâché. Ouais, je sais pas ce que j'ai pas dit, fait qu'on va juste continuer comme si de rien n'était. Ça peut pas être si pire que ça, c'est 2 minutes. Should have used my saving bag at home to buy a better weapon, but I never expected I would end up like this. En tout cas, heureux de l'avoir remarqué que j'avais un problème. The government of the city of Matrek, as well as the Matrek state and the whole state union, all resides in here. Sounds dangerous de mettre tout le monde là. This is the Matrek State Hall. The Matrek Guard existed long before the State Army was formed, and the name still persists today. The head of the State Army still holds the rank of captain of the Matrek Guard. Within the Matrek Guard, the Knights of Matrix are the elite troops. They were originally in charge of protecting the royal family. Ça c'est Stormguard, ouais. Real nice place. I'm not an expert in architecture, but I'm guessing this castle was built a few centuries ago. This used to be the King of Zelmani's residence, but now it's been converted into a place for all sorts of government workers. Il semble que je zozote aujourd'hui. Carson? Ouais. I must be Daniel Vineyard, former colonel of the Kierguard 3rd Legion, 2nd Division. Carson, the Chancellor's personal administrative aide. I know about everything that's going on. Please don't disturb me. I'm making a complicated calculation. Pour ça, je vais dire des chiffres random. Captain Erin's office is at the end of this hall. She doesn't appreciate people coming in without an appointment, though. Hello. Yes, if you have no business here, then leave. Hello, Erin. Bye, Erin. Et barré. Okay. How's the weather outside? I wish I could go out and enjoy it. Nope, j'ai manqué une porte de l'autre côté, je penserais pas, mais... Zelmani has a rich history, yes. Yes, it's... but tragic as well. Tragic indeed. After the collapse of the Zelmani kingdom, the country was plunged into chaos for years. For a long time, the separate states were directly opposed to each other. Ah, oui, okay. I remember this place. My dad works in this place. I'm not really allowed to come visit him, though. Here to report the birth of my son, Hank. How can I help you? Getting married? Moving? Ah! Bon, toi, je peux pas te parler, on dirait. Please, I'm helping someone else right now. Wait until it's your turn. Ok, le save est à la deuxième porte. Je me rappelle plus c'est quoi son nom, mais on va voir quelqu'un qu'on peut recruter dans le building en haut, pas tout de suite par contre. People here don't seem to be very worried about Kierguard. They just don't realize that these events may soon affect them too. Hello, Francesca. Is there anything more beautiful than the pale moon at night? Ah, that sweet darkness that hides our imperfection underneath its blanket. Hers is the light that burns our eyes and offers no relief from those who are unable to understand us. Emo goth girl. Shot. Wow. Fait que ça, c'est le chat qu'on a trouvé dans Backwater ici. Que j'ai pas montré on screen. You always talk to random strangers on the street? Get a life. Rude. I think that's all we can do for now. Looks like I'm the first. What should I do? Wait for the others. Call? Daniel, sir, I've spoken to my superior here and... Go on, have a seat first. Ah, thanks. So, what did they say? They took Colonel Merrick's letter very seriously and took action immediately. They told me to wait for a while, and when they came back, they... Well, I can hardly believe it myself. What did they tell you? They said the Chancellor himself wants to meet you in person. Chancellor of Zalmani? Strange. Isn't this a strictly military affair? I'll take you to see him at the Matrix State Hall tomorrow morning, along with the rest of you. Chancellor himself? Yeah. It's quite a surprise. I didn't expect to be treated this well. I guess I can rest a little easier now, since the Chancellor is going out of his way to meet me. Sir, would you mind if I ask you something? Go ahead, what do you want to know? I heard you were a successful colonel back in Kirkgard, so why do you want to fight for us now? I mean, I know that you didn't leave Kirkgard voluntarily, but why join our side now and fight against your old friends? Is it for revenge? Revenge? No, nothing like that. When it comes down to it, I don't care about what country I fight for. I'm not doing it for the glory or for power. I simply want to fight to make the fighting end. Your people must hate us. We trample over you and take everything for ourselves. 8 years ago, we were in the same situation, but we didn't learn a thing from it. We forgot what it's like to be on the other side. Can't sit idly while that happens. This continuous strife between our country has to end, one way or another. And also, I must find out what happened that night. I'm hoping that this way I'll be able to get closer to the truth. The truth? About what? It's a long story, but if you want, I'll tell you. Wow. You really think you were set up by your old friend? I just don't know. I hope I'm wrong. Oh, welcome back, all of you. I'm ready, sir. Have you received any news yet? Yeah, have a seat. I'll tell you all about it. Xenogear, ça je pense le good night song là. It's almost time. We should head for the State Hall immediately. It's the huge castle at the far end of the city. Once inside, just keep walking straight ahead and up the stairs to the reception chamber. The people there will tell us what to do. Il n'y a pas d'autre chat ici. On va sortir et rentrer. Peut-être qu'il va y avoir du monde qui va spawner, mais je penserais pas. Fait que ça... Ouais, ça c'est les spells qui avaient rien de pertinent. Ça c'était le blacksmith. Scroll. Je regarde le guide sur le côté. Le meeting avec le Chancellor. Alright. On va avoir fini jusqu'au part 8. Chapter 3. Please wait in the room to your left until the Chancellor is ready. Hey, Diddle. have to wait a few minutes until they're ready. Well, we're not in a hurry, I guess. The guards will come to take you to the Chancellor when he's ready. I'm not really interested in this sort of stuff, so I'll just wait here till you're done. Never paid much attention to outside affairs like these while I live in Alkheim, but I'm starting to take an interest in politics. Such a pain to deal with it sometimes. People who really want the same thing end up fighting because of simple misunderstandings. That's a consequence of the variety between people, I suppose. Still, talking to each other is the only way to find out everyone desired. It's a necessary thing. I wonder what the Chancellor is like. I heard that he's a kind man, but he's getting older, and I guess his life of fighting is taking its toll. Life of fighting? Did you know that it was the Chancellor Ryan who reunited Zelmoni about 30 years ago? Now that you mention it, I do remember that. I didn't realize that this same man is still the Chancellor. Weren't taught a lot about your country's history. Never knew about this at all. Well, about 120 years ago, there were a large war between Kurgar and the old Zelmani kingdom, which pretty much ended up in the draw. After the war, there was a large uprising against the king. After a short civil war, the royal family was dethroned and the country fell apart into separate states. It stayed like that for a long time. But 45 years ago, Kurgar once again took control over Elman Island. Ryan was one of the soldiers who fought for us back then. When he returned to the mainland, he realized the necessity of uniting the country if we ever wanted to stand up to Kurgard. After becoming an officer in the Mayfall army, he tried to reason with the state leaders, but it was useless. All of them distrusted each other's. Yeah. So instead, Ryan appealed to the people. Most of them were afraid of Kurgard and didn't share their leaders' feeling towards the other states. Even the isolated Highland state, he founded a lot of supporters. He just had a natural charisma and knew how to speak what was on people's mind. Finally, Ryan returned to Matrek and publicly advocated a centralized nation where each state could count on help from the other when needed. At first, the leaders tried to ignore him, but as Ryan's influence grew, they started to fear him and tried to put him out of action through force. Arresting Ryan had the opposite effect of what they wanted, and the whole situation escalated into a revolution. The old Matrek governor was brought down and Ryan was freed. After that, the other state quickly entered negotiation with Ryan to prevent the same thing from happening to themselves. Finally, the State Union of Zelmani was founded, with Ryan as the first chancellor. Each state would remain mostly independent under their own governor, but in case of emergency, the chancellor would have complete authority over all states. So that's how Ryan became chancellor. Yeah, it's thanks to him that we're one nation again. Interesting story. Made me even more confident that he'll be able to help us. Someone's coming. Sir, the chancellor is ready to meet you and your companions. Colonel Vineyard, welcome to Matrek. I am Chancellor Ryan of Zelmani. I am Captain Aaron of the Matrek Guard, Chief Commander of the State Army. It's an honor to meet you, Chancellor. I take it you have already been informed about my situation. I know who you are and why you are here, but I'm sure that there is more to it than I've been told. Yes, allow me to explain. I see, so there is betrayal even within Kyrgyzstard's highest ranks. Chancellor, may I? If you have a question to ask, Captain, feel free to do so. Colonel, you suspect that you've been betrayed by your most trusted ally, but you have no evidence of this, do you? Why did you rule out the possibility that this was something we, the State Army, set up? Captain, I understand your point. Sowing discord about Kyrgyzstan officer will only help their enemies. However, out of all their commanders, none were more opposed to this war than I am. If it were your doing, there would have been no reason to pick me. In fact, since it was me, it may even made Kyrgyzstan more determined. You're very insightful regarding your situation, but still you're not fully convinced of your former companion's guilt. Some of these people I counted as close friends. It's important to me to find out who was part of this and for what reason. I see, that is understandable. Is that a satisfactory answer, Captain? I have no further questions. Farewell. Colonel Vineyard, I would be a fool to blindly turn a man like you down. The question that remains is exactly how you will fit into the State Army. It would be a waste of your talent to make you a lower officer. But before we discuss your new position, I'm sure you possess valuable information that you would be willing to share with us. In particular, I'm interested in Kiergaard's plan for the near future and whether they really plan to attack the mainland or not. Yes, there are plans for an invasion of Zelmani. However, at the moment, only the 4 generals themselves know what these plans are. Even the strategy for Helman Island that I was aware of was changed after I left. Even so, anything you know could prove useful to us. Primary goal was to benefit from the element of surprise to take the island quickly and with few losses, seizing the ports first and then the capital. But now that you're aware of the aggression, they'll wait at least a month to reorganize themselves to give you a false sense of security. I very much doubt that, even in this situation, they will attack on short term. Interesting. This should give us time to... Ryan? We should continue to act as if we had never received this information. We cannot be careful enough. He is still an enemy officer. We can't take his word for fact when we have no way of telling if he can be trusted. We'll see if your information turns out to be correct. Yes, I suppose you're right. I apologize, Colonel, but we are responsible for the entire nation. The safety of Zelmani comes before anything else. I understand. Now, I would like to discuss your situation in private with the captain. Have no fear, we'll treat you favorably no matter the outcome. You will hear from us tomorrow, so please stay in the city for now. Thank you for your hospitality, Chancellor. I appreciate the time you've taken to speak to me. Tu savais qu'il restait en arrière une fraction de seconde de plus. You seem to have an awful lot of trust in this man already, Ryan. Perhaps you remind me of how I used to be. Used to be? You're still the same Ryan you've always been. I'm tired, Aaron. I can't fight this war like I did last time. It's hard enough to deal with the state governors alone. This, too, will be difficult. Pardon me, there's something I need to do. Well, we'll hear from the Chancellor tomorrow, so I guess we just wait until then. I would like to look around in town some more, so please excuse me. Still haven't seen everything yourself? Well, we have some time, so go ahead. Thank you. Knock, knock, knock. Yes, come in. Oh, it's yourself. It's you. It appears you didn't expect me to respond to your invitation. To be honest, I wasn't even sure that it was really you. I was beginning to doubt myself when you said nothing to me during the meeting. Understand your confusion? It is not in my nature to lie. So, you haven't told them? Why? You must have your reason, but as usual, they are beyond me. Surely you too must have noticed it, even having meeting him only briefly. I have a feeling that history will soon repeat itself. It's true that he reminds me a lot of myself when I was younger. Is that why you chose to go with him? I remember it well, even though it was over 40 years ago. I was much younger at the time too. I still remember that young soldier who came to us, begging for the people of Alfheim to help him fight against the Kiergaard invaders. But it was useless. I should have known that the elves will not get involved in any kind of conflict that doesn't concern them. Ah, but you underestimate the effect that your words had. They were honest words that came straight from the heart. You may not have known this, Ryan, but if neutrality were no longer possible for Alfheim, it would have taken your side without hesitation. I wonder. Wasn't the fact that I accompanied you evidence enough? It is true that I am different from the others, but it is only because I am driven by curiosity about the outside world. But even that time, you returned home when I went back to Mayfall, and now you've actually came here, to Matrek. Was it in order to meet me again, or is he special? He may be. We elves are more attuned to the elements than humans. We perceive things that you cannot. Something happened 32 years ago. I could sense it. I thought it was the effect of you reuniting Zelmani, but I'm trailing off. Ryan, He possesses a rare kind of power, something that we sometimes refer to as destiny. Je pense pas ici que destiny, c'est pas exactement le même concept que qu'est-ce que nous on parle là. Destiny? What does this mean for us? Suppose it would be in your best interest to support him in any way you can. He has the potential to be a force of great magnitude. As an old friend, I would advise you not to make him into an enemy. Friends? Then I will take your advice into consideration, old friend. Music! Click, clack. Carson! Oh, you are... Carson, the name. I'm the Chancellor's personal aide, here to deliver a message from him. Your application to join the State Army has been accepted, but your new position will be a unique one. You have been given command over a new regiment of reserve troops. Captain Aaron will be monitoring your progress directly for now. She will send you on various assignments when possible so you can prove your loyalty to us. Sounds good to me. Wasn't expecting to be made a colonel in the State Army right off the bat or anything. How is this new position special? Well, in your short time here, you've already gathered a small group of followers. Even this young scout from the Mayfall Army has asked to be transferred to your new unit. Ah, yes, if that's alright with you, sir. Of course, you've been a great help so far, so you're welcome to stay. Thank you, sir. Anyway, I'm sure you understand that we don't have a whole lot of men to spare at the moment, especially since you're not going to be on the front lines right now. The Chancellor has noticed your charisma and speaking ability. He believes you'll be able to use those skills to recruit some men by yourself. Recruit my own soldiers? That is what the Chancellor and the Captain decided. It's up to you to accept it or not. There are many people out there who are unwilling to join the regular army or have never considered it. You may be able to convince them by talking to them in person. No, I'll gladly accept. It's just unusual. Well then, let's wrap things up here. You understand that the Chancellor is a busy man, so he won't have time to meet you again on short term. Captain Aaron will be your commanding officer. Your office is inside the State Hall on the first floor below the reception hall. Go see her regularly to stay up to date about any new mission and development. Also, you can find me in my office near the entrance of the State Hall. You'll soon have more men than you can take people with you at once, so if you want to switch people around, come see me and I'll take care of the logistics. That's all for now. The captain suggested you to go around looking for new recruits for the time being, but don't forget to go see her in case anything turns up. Thanks, we'll manage from here. Serving under the Chancellor of Zalmani? This will take some time to get used to. Are you happy how the meeting turned out, Daniel? I think the Chancellor has some faith in me, so I can't complain, even though we'll be stuck doing routine work for a while. So, what shall we call our new army? What do you mean? Well, if we're a separate army regiment, we should have a name, right? People have to call us something. What about the Elysium Army? Elysium? Sounds good. Alright, from now on we're all part of Elysium. Let's fight hard to prove ourselves to the Chancellor. Chapter 2, New Beginning. We have fought for so long that we cannot even remember what we are fighting for. Let us not search for a reason to keep fighting, quelque chose, et c'était signé to keep fighting, but for a reason to stop it. C'est signé Charles Ryan en 1481. Fait que les quotes des débuts de chapitre, c'est des personnages in lore qu'ils disent. C'est ici que je veux venir. Recruit. Leave? I have no interest in you. I seek only the followers of darkness. Ok, fait que j'ai besoin d'un autre personnage pour le... Oh, je pense que j'ai besoin d'un personnage qui est dark dans mon équipe. Fait que là, j'ai tous les éléments sauf dark. Fait qu'on va avoir 1 ou 2 épisodes de recrutement, probablement. Fait que pour le moment, je vais juste continuer à suivre mon guide et parler au monde qui me suggère, même si je ne vais pas nécessairement les recruter. Donc. Il manque encore un moment pour être capable de caster un spell au 3e tour avec What's Her Face, Cole. Life has lost all meaning. Groot, give me a reason to care about this cruel world anymore. I, the great bard Sid, was going to make my fame in this region as a musical and poetic genius. Alas, cruel fate, to my great anguish, I found several sheets of my masterpiece missing. I must have forgotten them when I stayed in Blackwater, but now I can no longer return. Oh, whatever will I do? Ok, fait qu'il faut que je retrouve des sheets. This sounds suspiciously like a fetch quest to me. Well, we're headed that way anyway, so might as well swing back by Blackwater to see if we can find that music sheet. Alright, on se rejoint de l'autre côté de la forêt. Alright, on est de retour à Amen Corner. Il y a une side quest à faire ici pour recruter quelqu'un. On va faire ça la prochaine fois. Ça va être notre 6e personnage, ouais. Puis, après ça, il va falloir commencer à faire des choix sur qui c'est qu'on garde dans notre team, qui c'est qu'on laisse de côté. Mais tout ça, ça va être la prochaine fois. Alors, au revoir et à bientôt.